This is a standalone version of the signature weapon from our upcoming episodic quest mod, E Pluribus Unum. The Union Blaster is a reverse-engineered Zayton energy weapon developed by the Wanderers Union, a faction which figures centrally in the quest storyline. The Union Blaster is highly moddable and suitable for almost any playstyle. In addition to various barrels and receiver improvements, such as radiation damage or even recycling ammo, it has all the stocks and scopes of a standard laser weapon, as well as modulators which add special abilities like turning disintegrated foes into raw materials. Here's a scope combination that should have been in the base game, the Recon Reflex Sight. The blaster's emitter can be swapped out to change its projectile to anything from a flamethrower to a beam to, my personal favorite, an exploding orb. It also supports an attachment, either a bayonet or a flashlight. Unlike most flashlight implementations in Fallout 4, this one actually lets you switch back to your Pip-Boy light when the weapon isn't drawn. Let's see some of those explosive shots in action. And how about a live fire demonstration? I'm sure our friends at the Brotherhood of Steel will be more than happy to arrange that sort of thing.
Aha! Found you!
Just for good measure, let's introduce our friendly hosts to the Vortex Emitter, a long-range flamethrower. So where does one find this wondrous device? Well, in the actual mod. Depending on which faction you side with, you'll receive it during the main quest either in Chapter 1 or 2. However, in the standalone version, you'll just need to travel to the Sentinel site in the glowing sea.
Is that a tomb?
Technically you're correct, Piper. Because if we walk a little further forward, we see some poor fellow has run afoul of the local wildlife. His loss, however, is our gain. A scientifically minded sort may be able to construct their own Union Blaster, although it requires a functioning laser weapon as the chassis, and several Zayton power cells to supply antimatter. Let's see some of the other emitters in action. Here we have the gravitic tether and its homing projectiles. Some days you just feel like throwing around a lot of particle beams. And of course there's a shotgun version. So that's the Union Blaster, a cutting-edge energy weapon, and perhaps the one advantage the Wanderers Union holds over its foes, the Brotherhood of Steel. As two nations teeter on the brink of war, which side will you choose? And how will you deal with the emergence of a third faction, which promises the return of the world you remember? Stay tuned for the E Pluribus Unum trailer.